Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, not much happened today, so the situation is as before. I just wanted to explain a little bit, just briefly, about the psychology of what's going on here at the moment. I did already post it on Telegram and Discord earlier today for channel members, but just in summary, just to explain what's going on here at the moment. I mean, we are still in a situation where a third wave rally can happen. You know that. We expect higher prices, at least as long as the condition is fulfilled, which is that we are holding the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement at 26,280. Of course, that support level could break and then we morph into an alternative wave count. However, as long as we are so far away from that level, there's no need really to waste any brain cells on, okay, what could be if we break that level? Okay, so from a position of when you're already structured for risk management and when you know how to set stop losses and how to manage your risk, why bother? Okay, so we are in an uptrend. We focus on higher. We had impulsive price action to the upside, corrective price action to the downside. So from that point of view, we are expecting higher generally into the 35, 40K region, maybe even higher. I talked about the indicators in the previous video. Check that out if you like to. But obviously, it's extremely boring. I mean, it's absolutely boring. It's brutally boring. But that is what these corrective waves are sometimes like, especially in the crypto market, where it can go for a few days and then you get weeks of consolidation. I mean, maybe we need to get used to that, yeah. I've said for the last few months that it's going to be a rocky road higher and it's going to be boring. Okay, you need to be aware of that. So the thing is, a lot of people are switching off when it's boring. The problem is if you switch off and you're not positioned and you actually wanted to be positioned, but you want all that excitement all the time. The thing is, these waves often start without people, okay? And they can start without people because either in a wave 2, that's how people get shaken out of the market. Either it's very rapid, that sell-off. That happened here in March. This was when all the banks, were potentially going bankrupt and whatever. All the banks go bust. Everybody was scared down here. Well, we were looking at higher. But this was a rapid sell-off. Basically, a lot of leverage traders were put on the sidelines. A lot of people sold in fear. Yeah, that's always what happens. That's one way how a wave 2 sort of shakes you out. Yeah? The other way is what we witness at the moment. I mean, I see YouTube videos, the views are down, right? Because it's just boring. I don't blame anyone. It is boring. And I wouldn't watch, every day a YouTube video about Bitcoin, if I wasn't making them, I wouldn't, because there's nothing's happening, right? Nothing's happening. The thing is though, what I mean is people are switching off and leave the market and they think, oh, the trend is changing, it's not moving. But that's the second way how people get sort of put on the sidelines, because it's boring. People are getting bored, completely bored, and this is what happens. And then if people are not positioned and people are switching off and everybody thinks it's going to go down because it's not going up, then it's going to go. Okay. So what I'm thinking what could happen here is one more low anyway. You know that we're looking for one more low on the micro, here in the microstructure, deeper into the yellow area before we go. But still, it is boring. What could be, it's a combination. Maybe people get bored out and maybe then we make that sort of quick capitulation breakdown before we go. It doesn't matter as long as we're holding 26,280. I still think the wave 2 is probably not over. Has two reasons. Basically, in a wave 2, we typically want to see at least the 50% retracement level to be reached and 28.3K. That hasn't been reached. And it is rare that Bitcoin's corrective structures do not complete in a proper way. And this was not completed in a proper way. The last low was not low enough. And because it wasn't completed in a proper way, I think it is more likely to come down again. Now, it could be that we go up higher in the very short term. Talked about that in the last few videos and said as long as it's holding 29K, this B wave can still extend higher before we come down in a C wave. But below 29K, I have to assume a more direct sell-off. That can happen basically at any time. It could happen tomorrow, could happen even today, even though probably not much is going to happen until tomorrow, end of tomorrow, towards the new trading week. So, but that can happen at any time, this sort of flush to complete the correction. Then we could get a very quick recovery. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.